Neverland. Superman. Fidget spinner in the middle of it. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that great? HBK. Hey, big guy. I have something a little bit different for you today. Don't know why I'm doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. It's rare, first of all, sorry. Rare Saturday night off, Thanks, Pollywog. I love you. Pretty rare. Hope everything's going just fine at work. Having myself a nice cup of shut the hell up. That's right. Doobla. See? DD. Little smiley face. Hi, Pepper, if you're watching. Love you too, baby. Oh, sorry, pinky's up. Yeah. Something a little different. You noticed by the title. I hereby challenge anyone out there, and I mean anyone that has a YouTube channel that watches me, or anybody randomly watching this now, please feel free to tag me in it so I can watch what your answers are. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I was going to do a Q&A, but no. I thought this was pretty cool. So I was browsing around the other night, and I'm coming up with, interesting ideas for you guys, because I want to make sure this stays fresh, and, I know you loved the last one with good old Skipster. That was really cool. I was really proud to do that. And I love entertaining you guys, even though I'm just being me. But how do you think he did? I think Scotty did great. That's a really good job, Scotto. That's his very first time doing a vlog. Not being on camera, but doing a vlog. I think he did great. Golf clap. I love my brother. So, I figured I'd do this. It's a little bit different. I like to keep things fresh. I like to keep things, rolling along. So here's the Tag Me challenge, I guess. I don't know. I'll put the link in the description below so you can do it for yourself. I am going to personally challenge 1, 2, 3, 4 people that I can think of off the top of my head. This challenge goes to T.Heat, Toronto Fire, of course, my boys, Flavio Di Giovanni, and Danny Mala. Excuse me, I can barely even speak English. You boys should do this too, either individually or, hey, here's an idea. Get together and do it together and answer the same questions. This would be cool, Wild Eagle Dark Watch, I'd love to see you on camera. I want to see what your personality is all about. I challenge you. You don't necessarily have to do this, guys. It's just something fun, just to keep up the community a little bit, just to talk back and forth. And the 4th person, I'd like to see the Blind Chronicles. Hey, Rye Guy, I'd like to see you do this. So what I'm going to do, and by the way, anybody else out there that's never vlogged before but always wanted to, I tag you in this too. I challenge you. I challenge you. Ow, that hurt. But let's start this off. So 25 questions. I didn't have a whole lot of chance to look over these because I just like to go on the fly. So I'll read the questions out loud and I'll try to give the best answer I can. I'm kind of scared of what's coming up, but hey, it's cool. So 25 questions. It says, hold on, let me scroll up here a little bit. 25 get to know me tagged questions list. Question number 1. Are you named after anyone? I don't think so. I think my mother came up with my name just on the fly, I think. Mom, if you're out there watching, comment below. I don't think so. No, Tyler's it's not a common name, but I do know 2 or 3 of them, or I've heard of 2 or 3 of them. That's a good one. Number 2, when was the last time you cried? Last week? I just missed the hole in my mouth. Last week, I was getting a bit emotional. Father's Day coming up. Won't get into it. Life's been tough. But it's okay. When you get reminded of tough things in your life, you also have to remind yourself in a positive sense to, pretty much keep up with the positivity in your life now. And it's just overwhelming. So, yeah, I shed some. I'm a big softie. I'm not one person that'll hide that from anybody. So, poor Lisa, by the way. Number 3, do you have kids? I'm going to go with technically yes. None that are with me now. None that are alive. How about that? Again, oof, that's a heavy one. Sorry, don't mean to be heavy. Just answering honestly, that's all. Number 4. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? You know, I really don't think so. Oof, excuse me a second. Oh, that's a good one. Would I be a friend of myself from the outside in? Probably not. I'd probably say that I'm a douchebag. I don't know. That's deep, man. Wow, that's deep. Maybe. I think it all depends on your personality. Looking at your own personality from the outside in, I think it depends on if it's gonna clash or if it's gonna meld together quite well. I'm a little crazy anyway. I don't think of myself to be another person, so it's hard for me to answer that. But I'm gonna say no, because oh, I could say so many things right there. I'm not going to. So, rolling on. Do you use sarcasm a lot? No. No. Yes, I do. If there's any secrets about a personality that I have, and that I have, sarcasm's like one of the main things. It's entertaining. It's funny. My family's sarcastic. It's where I came from. And then very proudly so. Because they're all very funny and entertaining people too. Shout out to them if they're all watching. Love you guys. Yeah, it's you don't know me, do you? That's a good question too. Number 6. What's the first thing you notice about people? Wow. To answer that pretentiously, I notice their smile in their eyes, their face. Because it's nice to look at people when you're talking to them. That's the pretentious answer. The real answer, I look for personality first. I look for mannerism, if that makes any sense. If you're a cool person, it'll show through right away. And if you're a boring, drab kind of person, then whatever. But yeah, personality for me, the real answer. But eyes or smile for the pretentious one. That's a good question. Number 7, what is your eye color? Purple. Blue. Number 8, scary movie or happy endings? Oh, that's a good one too. Get your minds out of the gutter when I said happy endings, people. Come on now, Neverland. Grow up. Or don't. When I was younger, scary movies and happy endings. I don't know. I don't watch movies now. I'm all music. I really like to put my heart and soul into what I'm studying for music. What I listen to. I was always more of a music video kind of guy. I never really kept up with the Joneses on which show I've already talked about that. But movies, I don't watch them lately. So if I were to, probably a scary retro. A scary movie from when I was a kid, like the Freddy series or Jason or, Halloween or whatever the hell. Candyman. Candyman's a good one. The very first movie, by the way, not the second one. That used to scare that shit out of me. So, I like happy endings too, but I'd say scary. I think I'd lean towards scary. Number 9, favorite smells. Wow. 2 off the top of my head. My favorite scent is lavender. And number 2 would be fresh leather. I always love the smell of leather. I don't know. Maybe I'm just partial to it. Yeah, lilacs maybe for the 3rd. I'd say those 3. Lavender is huge for me. It has double meaning. And yeah, I also love the smell of leather. Lilacs because, they smell so pretty. Anything with a nice, strong, but not so harsh scent, love it. Orchids too. Yeah. Number 10, what's the furthest you've ever been from home? Texas. Next question. Number 11, do you have any special talents? Get your mind. I heard that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I sing. La 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 la. I mean, ooh, that's nothing that I can think of. I mean, other than singing and making people laugh, maybe. I don't like talking about myself like that, though. Um, I do love to make people laugh, though. I like to brighten their day a little bit, especially if I see them having like a rough day or something. I'll try to make them smile. Makes me feel better too. Yeah, but singing, definitely singing. I've sang since I was about 3 years old, in choirs and stuff in church. Never let it go because I always had encouraging teachers from elementary school and all the way up. Great music teachers too. Um, that always loved the way I sang. So they're very supportive. I'm not saying this to be a fathead. I don't have an ego about it anymore. 2 or 3 people that know me very well just went, yeah, right. No, seriously. Like I just love to sing, you know? Yeah, it's a challenge. I like the challenge when it comes down to singing, especially what I'm doing now. It's definitely challenging. I have to bring this back to where it was, and it's not turning out so well. Because the older you get, you know that the whole thing. It's actually true. It becomes tougher, but I still sing. I still love doing it. That would be my first love is music, singing. So good question. Number 12. Where were you born? I can't reveal what city I'm in, but I was born in this city just across the river. I was born here. The hospital that I was born in is right down the street and it's still active. So I can say Eastern Canada, in the province of New Brunswick. Not New Brunswick, New Jersey, the province of New Brunswick. I was born here. Very proudly so. It's a very beautiful place to be. That's right. Where are we at? Number 13, what are your hobbies? This is kind of getting repetitive and redundant. Singing. What else do I do? Music. Music's the number one. Putting my legs behind my head. I'm not that flexible, man. Music. I don't really collect much. I mean, Superman apparel, sure, like all this other stuff. I'm a Spider-Man guy, okay? But Superman stuff, I start collecting that. Like you can see the fidget spinner right in the middle of the symbol that I got off a cereal box that I cut out myself. That cereal's pretty good, by the way. Wrestling, I guess, would be the second one. I love anything WWE, TNA too, I guess. Met a bunch of wrestlers on the road before, and I don't know. I like the business aspect of it, not the dramatic, scripted written shows or whatever. I just like the business aspect of it. It's very entertaining. I like how it's put together. I'm a behind the scenes kind of guy. I like that kind of stuff. So music and wrestling, I guess that would be it. And of course, doing these now. It's entertaining. It's fun. Anything that's fun for me, I'll take. I'm a pretty simple kind of guy. My routine's kind of boring. I mean, I don't really do much else other than sing for rock bands, watch the occasional show, maybe. I try not to miss Raw. I haven't missed a WWE Raw or F Raw in a long time, so keep that in the PVR. Thank you, Lisa, for recording them for me, because I usually work Monday nights, and yeah. That's pretty much it for that. Where are we at? Number 14, do you have any pets? I don't personally, but I can say, yeah, I do. You've already seen Precious the Wonder Cat. It's Lisa's cat that she's had for many, many years. Precious is getting up in human years. She's about 85, 86. She's an old cat, man. Love her to death. She's awesome. She's very cuddly and very loving. She's not temperamental. Well, not all the time. Number 15, do you have any siblings? Oh, that's going to be a long-winded answer. Yes, I do. I have a half-brother named Braden. Shout out to Braden, by the way. I know he watches. Love you, buddy. He's my half-brother, but he is my brother. Same mother. I'm going to try to keep this one short. Betty, who is technically my aunt. I was adopted by my grandparents, so my birth mother's mother and father, mom and dad. Betty is my sister. That's the way we treat each other now, and it's awesome. One of my favorite people on the planet too. Hi, Bet, if you're watching. Love you, baby. Uh, I got a brother, my uncle brother in Ottawa, uh, Ottawa, Canada. Um, and the only other one that's that I can fit in the same slot because he means that much to me for 2 decades is who you saw in the last video. His name's Scott. So yeah, I'm surrounded by a lot of loving people. So, and I could throw Beth in there too, by the way, Braden. Braden's longtime girlfriend. She is a doll. She's Beth. Hi, honey. Love you too. Yeah. So those, I guess, are my siblings. I hope that was a short answer because that's a long story. Number 16? What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm not grown up yet. I'll let you know. Wow. Number 17. Who was your first best friend? Wow. We're getting really deep and going really far back. Further back than Scott. Jeez. My very first best friend. Shout out to Road Dog. Not the wrestler. His name's Robbie. Everybody calls him Road Dog. I remember being a kid and me, Robbie, and his brother Jeff all hanging out. We lived in the same neighborhood. Wow. And we all hung around the same people too as we got older. And I miss Robbie to this very day, actually. I just talked to him about, I think, a couple weeks ago. He's doing really well. He works on car parts. He works in a garage. And his family are wonderful. I mean, they put up with me, I think, for many years, bugging them at like 7 in the morning before we go to school. I loved hanging around with Robbie and Jeff, too. Hey, Jeff, if you're watching. Yeah, I still have a special spot in the old ticker for back then because it was some of the best times of my life. Robbie was the very first one that got me interested in wrestling when I was so young. Yeah, I guess that's the best answer I can give you. Number 18, how tall are you? I'm actually not that tall. 5'6", 5'7", it's somewhere in there. Maybe 5'5.5" to 5'7". Depends on if my hair's up or down, right? No man buns. No. Bad. No. Yeah, about 5'5.5" to 5'7", I guess. I never really paid attention. Scrolling down. Number 19, funniest moment throughout school. Oof. You want me to remember that? Funniest moment. Jeez. Depends on which school, I guess. That's going way back now. I don't think I had a whole lot of funny moments in school. Grade 8 or grade 9 talent show. I lip synced to a Smashing Pumpkins song called In the Arms of Sleep. Look it up, by the way. Beautiful song. Shades on, backwards hat. And I missed the cue to walk off stage when the curtains closed and the lights were off the first time, so they had to do the curtain call twice. Automatic curtains. I guess that's funny. I did it in front of the school. I really miss doing talent shows. That was really cool stuff. I eventually did talent shows kind of, willy-nilly, off and on. And I actually did sing and, I don't think that's funny, but I mean, it's, it's not really embarrassing either. Just nobody said, get off the stage, These things happen. Telling off a teacher or two, probably. I had a mouth on me. I wouldn't say class clown, but personality. Some of the substitute teachers, oh, those poor, poor bastards. Oh. I used to drive me nuts. I probably still would to this day. Knowing what I know now, if I knew it back then, I'd probably still do it. Oof. Some of them laughed back. Others sent me to the office. A lot. Yeah, there you go. Next up, what do we got? Number 20. How many countries have you visited? 2. Proudly from this country, Canada. Thank you. And United States of America, which I love. I love the States. I do. I mean, that is what it is. Where are we at? Number 21. What was your favorite / worst subject in high school? Wow. My favorite was anything to do with writing or English, obviously, or the arts. I loved music class. Speaking of which, I just saw my old high school music teacher. His name's Mr. Basse. Awesome fella. He's also very supportive. I just served him pizza. I think it was like almost a month ago now. I think about 3 weeks ago. Shaved off his iconic mustache. He had this mustache. It was a nice mustache. It wasn't like a Hitler stash or nothing. It was a nice one, you know. Great music teacher. You know, he helped me a lot with rhythm and stuff when we were going through music class. And of course, I aced it, but with his help. And so I'd say either English / writing or music were my favorites. Least favorite, math. I also throw biology in my favorites too, because I like that kind of stuff. Nerdy, all nerdy. Math was my least favorite. To this very day, I still can't wrap my head around using algebra. Calculus, what the hell were they thinking? X plus Y equals, examine your zipper. Like, what the number value of this? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably bringing up bad memories. My bad. Man, math. Oof. And believe me, I didn't graduate because of math. Rolling on. Number 22. What is your favorite drink, animal, or perfume? Good questions. Favorite drink? Ugh. I mean, I like coffee and tea. I'm talking now non-alcoholic right now. Coffee and tea. I drink a lot of water too. I try to stay hydrated. Don't hate, hydrate. Pepsi, Dr. Pepper. That's a good one. Grape Crush, Lime Crush, Crush Cream Soda has always been. I call that one my lady. So, geez, I'll drink Coke now and then, but I'm a Pepsi guy. So, and alcoholic drinks. I've been a draft guy lately. You know, like just pour it off the tap. You know, Coors Light seems to be my go-to. I love Alpine. You got to live here to get it. It's either you love it or you hate it. It's a lager, so it's got a tingy sort of a. I like it myself. Moosehead Dry, Miller Genuine Draft. That's also a good one. I like Smirnoff Ice too. You know, I call it the devil juice. Jägermeister, my favorite shooter. I don't do Jäger bombs. I do straight shots of Jäger. I like Jäger. You know, helps me relax, and yeah, I'd say those are my favorite drinks. Favorite animal. Besides cats, I would say dolphins. I know it's surprising, right? Tigers. Not a lion's kind of guy, or an elephant's kind of guy. Jaguars, cheetahs, you know, along the same lines. Cats and dolphins, I'd say my top 2. I know, pretty cool, huh? That's, I guess. Perfume? Well, cologne. Long time ago, I dated somebody. She knows who she is. Hi. Still talk to her. I love her to death. She got me turned on to, won't mention her name. She got me turned on to Preferred Stock. I love that smell. Lisa wears this orchid stuff, which is amazing. I like that for perfume. Grew up with Old Spice, or you kind of get sort of biased to that, but that's neither here nor there. Look, I'm on a horse. Look, I'm drinking a coffee. And he's like, anything lavender. Like I said, lavender. There's, I like candles, incense, There's something called Sensi that's out now, which I can't turn the camera around, but there's a warmer with, you can put wax in the top, and it just, oh, it's awesome. Fresh laundry, that's a favorite of mine. Wow, these answers are getting really long, aren't they? I'm sorry. Number 23, what would you or have you name your children? Oof, I'm not going to answer that one. That's too deep. Yeah, that's too personal. Number 24, what sports do you play / have you played? Baseball was my first one. I love baseball. I played hockey. I was never really that good at it. I've only ever scored 2 goals, and one was deflected off my skate. And the second one was a wrist shot, which was an amazing moment. Because the goalie from the opposing team, I can't remember who we were playing, and I can't remember what team I was on. I think the Broncos, one of them. Little leagues, right? I think it was in Adam. I made it to Adam. And I did a wrist shot, and the goalie from the opposing team tried to do the Patrick Waugh save, with the glove. Went underneath his glove, and it went top shelf. And, my dad, God rest his soul, was up in the stands, and I could hear him, and my brother Roger was up there too with him, and it was one of the proudest moments of my life, Baseball, I was really good at. I like to play first base or shortstop, and hockey, sorry, I was left wing all the time. I like to play left wing. Yeah, those are the sports I've played. I took martial arts for many years. Became really well versed with that. I love the culture. That led to a huge Bruce Lee. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. Got all his movies and the whole bit. I guess that would go back to hobbies, wouldn't it? I don't study anymore per se, but I do try to keep up and try to keep my body limber. And, you don't forget that stuff. It's nice to know how to defend yourself. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so question 25. This goes on to 30. I should have named it 30. That's okay. Question 25. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Ooh. Who do I watch mostly? For the last few months now, Bruce Pritchard, Something to Wrestle With, because it's about wrestling. And Bruce Pritchard was one of the executive producers back between 90. Oh, geez. He was involved with it for, I think, 16 years. He stopped in 2002 for the WWE. I loved listening to him and Conrad talk on their podcast, which is something I'm still looking into. I'm still looking into doing podcasts, but I love their YouTube videos. I love their channel. Markiplier, just because he's entertaining. I doubt he's going to see this, but I like watching Markiplier. I think he's a good dude. He's just a down to earth kind of guy. I've talked to him a couple times, just like on comments and nothing major. But that Skippy62 Abel, the LA Beast, guys, go check him out. Go check out the LA Beast. He is nuts. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hi, Kev. How you doing? Furious Pete. I love watching his stuff. Jim Cornette's podcast on wrestling and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. I always loved Jimmy. What else do I watch? Jeez. There's a few of them, I think I'll keep that right there. I'm trying to keep these answers short as I can. Because you all know I'm full of hot air, right? I'll keep it right there for now. Just, I've got so many in my feed, too, that keep popping up. That's what I watch, mostly when I'm coming home from work or I'm eating or something. I'll just throw on a podcast or I'll throw on a shoot interview, yeah, that kind of thing. Number 26. How many girlfriends / boyfriends have you had? I can say 0 boyfriends. I support the gay community. I think gays and lesbians are great people. They're people, too. People. Some of the best people I've ever met. Girlfriends, wow. We don't have that kind of time. Used to be a ladies' man. I've calmed down as I get older. God for that. Uh, a lot. A lot of girlfriends. Question 27. Moving along. 27. Favorite memory from childhood. Oh, wow. I got a few of them. That was one of them, and I told you about the talent show, and I missed the cue to get off the stage, and said, that was one of them. Singing in assemblies in elementary school are some of my favorite moments that I can remember from my childhood. The summertime, back when you were a kid, and you're riding on your bikes, and the sun's beating down on you. It's like 34 degrees outside. Everything's green, hanging out with kids on your bikes, whether it be training wheels or no training wheels. Oof. I mean, speaking of summertime, there's an indoor pool I used to go to. I think I mentioned this before. Indoor pool I used to go to all the time when I was a kid. You pay your $2. It was $2 bills back then. But now it's toonies or whatever. I don't know how much it costs now. I'm sure more than that. Probably like $4 something. Inflation. It still exists. That pool does. It's attached to the same junior high school I went to. I loved being there. I loved staying active, swimming around, hanging out with kids, going off the diving board, Tarzan rope, water slide. You know what I mean? There's a hot tub in there. Couldn't wait till I was 16, so I was old enough to get into the sauna. You know what I mean? Swimming was great. There's that pool. There's another outdoor pool I used to go to, and right in the neck of the woods, right in the neighborhood. Chasing girls around, very few girls, thank God, because I was pretty selective. There's one in particular I'm thinking of. She knows who she is. Beautiful women, the music that used to play I think I did mention that with Scott. The music that used to play in the indoor pool over the radio, CIHI, C-High, back when that was a thing. Shout out to the Fox, by the way. C-High changed into the Fox. The music back then, it was just like nostalgic. You know what I mean? Like U2, Duran Duran. What else? Janet Jackson. A lot of poppy stuff, but it had that nostalgic sound to it. I think I mentioned that before. Music was awesome. Prince was in there. And just me splashing around, having a good time, man. Yeah, those are some of my favorite memories. I love the outdoors. I used to love the outdoors a lot. And I'm all pasty white now, so obviously you can tell I stay indoors. So, Wow, that's a good one. Oof, heartwarming. Oof, right? Number 28. How could you describe? What is it? How would you describe your fashion sense? Sorry, slumpy. Brian Adams-ish. T-shirt, jeans. I like to dress up now and then. I'm not hoity-toity. I don't wear blazers or, you know what I mean? I don't put on tuxedos or, I don't know. T-shirt, jeans, t-shirt, shorts, bracelets on. I love bracelets. Love them, as you can tell. Rockish, I guess? Sure. Number 29. What phone do you have? An iOS versus an Android. I don't own a cell phone. Thank God. Doesn't apply. Next question and last question. Number 30. Tell us one of your bad habits. Ooh. Smoking. Number 1. Definitely number 1. I hate it, but it consumes you. I've already discussed this, I think, in a very, very previous video. Smoking's one. Biting my nails. Nail biter. That's pretty much it. Cracking my knuckles. Sorry if that grossed you out. Cracking my body, my back, my hips. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm a pretty boring dude, man. I don't really have a whole lot of, I guess, caffeine. Alcohol, not so much anymore. It's not really a habit. I'm in control of that now, thank God. I think that's it. Maybe snoring. Maybe Lisa can answer that one. staying up really late, going to bed really early in the morning. That's another bad habit. It's not good for you. Vlogging, talking to Neverland like you guys. I guess that's a bad habit. Maybe. So yeah, there you go. There's the questions. I implore you guys to do the same. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's get to know me tag questions. So here's what I need you to do. You click on the link, and all the same 30 questions are right there. I don't know why it said 25. Let me scroll back up. 25 get to, no, it's not 25, it's 30. So just when you hit the link, you go to the page, you'll see the title, and you'll see, like, you know, colorful letters. Scroll down a little bit, and 2 paragraphs, and it'll say in black in the title, and you'll see the questions right there. I want you guys to do this. This will be more encouraging for you to do your own vlogs. Danny and Flav, I'd love to see you guys do this together. No time limit, you know, it's just, you know, go for it. I will say this, though, if there's anybody, I'm going to leave the comments wide open down below. Keep it clean. But if you would like me to answer anything else, if you have a question for me, this is Q&A, the official Q&A. Write me the question down below, and I'll follow up with another video answering them. You don't have to, but if you want to, great, go for it. Ask me anything you want. But yeah, there you go. So I'm going to close this window out. Get back to that. Do that. There we go. So I don't know how long this video is going, but I'm sure it's not exactly quick. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm really glad to read all the awesome and nice comments that, you know, when I had Scotty over, you guys really liked that. I appreciate that. You know, yeah, he's the best. Scotty's the best. There's still more that I'd love to have on camera. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try to make it work. I think I'll do more guest appearances, but because you guys seem to like them. So you're getting sick and tired of me, I'm sure. Nah, by the way. Keep your stick on the ice. Remember, if you're working too hard, you guys say it again. That's right. I will catch you very soon, and I hope you guys are having a happy Saturday night. I hope you guys are relaxing, and if you're at work, I hope you're relaxing. Get her done, right? So I'll check in with you very soon. I'm not too sure when, but I do have days off coming up. I'll try to squeeze you in there. Just take care of each other. You know, love each other as much as you can. Give each other a hug. Tell each other that you love each other. It's very important. And let's stay positive. Okay? To all of you out there from the bad guy, everybody's favorite bad guy, I love you. Thank you for watching. All right, take care. That's it for me. Your turn. Link in the description down below. Please, if you want to, please post your questions for me. I'll leave the comments wide open. Take care, guys. Don't forget to comb your hair, too. That's right. Superman. HBK in there, too. Hey, big guy. Out. Cheers.